Tiffany here. Of course, I am a VIP Kid teacher, and I wanted to create a video to let you guys know about the VIP Kid application process. And if you would like help throughout this process of applying for VIP Kid, you can use my referral code, or in the information below this video, I will include a link to create an account through VIP Kid, and I will also include my referral code again, along with my email address. If you have any questions or would like more information, you can contact me that way. Also, I would love to hear about any other videos that you would like to see from me. You can leave your comments below. Let me know any videos that you would like for me to create, or if you have any specific questions, and I'll get back to you. Also, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe. And I will be trying to post as many videos as I can every few weeks. I would like to try to get to 2 a month, but we'll see. Of course, I am a teacher, and you know, things happen as a teacher, so I might not be able to record as often, but let me know and I'll try to record as many videos as I can. So I wanted to talk to you about VIP Kid's application process. So the first step is, of course, that you need to create your own VIP Kid account, and you would use a referral code, which hopefully will be my referral code, and I will, of course, have it here or have it down below. But the first step would be your application. Okay, so your application is step number 1, and you fill out an application. And VIP Kid, of course, likes to have teachers who have a college degree. They also like people who have some sort of teaching experience, maybe tutoring, something in the schools, helping children, maybe working in a daycare, anything that would be working with children experience. They also want to be sure that you are able to work in the US or Canada. And if you have a teaching certificate, great. If you don't, it's not a must. Okay, so that is step number 1, application. After you pass the first step, which is the application, you move on to step number 2, interview and demo lesson. Okay, so there's a few things that you will need for this step. The first thing you will need is you will need a background, some sort of background. This actually isn't the background that I started with when I first started with teaching with VIP Kid. All I had as my background was just a world map and a printed sign from a computer that said my name. That's all I had. I created this maybe a few months ago because I wanted to jazz up my background and add a few more things. So this is my background after a few months. But at the beginning, you can start very basic. When I first applied, I tried to do it as cheaply as possible because I didn't know if I was going to get hired, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money if I wasn't going to make it through the process and get hired anyway. So I just used the map, super easy. You can use things that are around your house, anything that looks educational, but they do like to see a background. Next thing is lighting. When I first applied, I used lamps that were shining in on my face, so that way I was really lit up so that the students could see me in the camera. As time went on, I changed the lights, and actually I have day glow lights on the can lights around this room, which will really help to light me up and the students can really see me. And I don't have 2 really bright lamps shining in my face. But at the beginning, that is what I did. But now I've upgraded to better lighting. After you have a background and lighting, the next thing you will need is you will need something to teach on. I actually use a Chromebook. That's what I use, a Chromebook. And the Chromebook has a camera on it, and I just use the internet browser. I use Google Chrome, and that's what I use to teach with. It works great. The camera works great. It works really, it's very fast. That's what I use. Chromebook is about $200. Some people use iPads. Some people use desktop computers with an external camera or a laptop with a camera. A lot of things work, so you can just find what works best for you. But I use a Chromebook. After you have those two things, the next thing you need is a set of headphones with a microphone. I went on Amazon and I bought a relatively inexpensive set. I got a set of headphones for $20 and I used those for quite a while. They are Impal headphones, and one day I was actually sitting in a student no-show and I took my headphones off and they snapped right here. And I tried to tape them back together to try to survive through my next few lessons, but it just wasn't the same, and they actually fell apart towards the end of a lesson, which was really sad. So now I use these. These are gaming headphones. I actually stole them from my boyfriend. And this is what I use now. It works great. I can hear the student and I can also talk to them. And I just plug it into my Chromebook, and that's how I teach my classes. And you will also need some props to go with your lesson that you'll be teaching. When I first taught, I just printed off some props from the internet and some pictures, and that's what I used to teach my lesson. Like I said, I tried to do it as inexpensive as I could. Okay, so for step number 2, and once you have all those things and you're ready to go, you have 2 options. You can either schedule a live interview and demo lesson with a VIP Kid teacher, and they will interview you and you will teach your lesson to an adult who is acting like a child. That's the first option. Second option would be you can record the lesson that they want you to teach, which is the My Feelings lesson, and you can record it and a VIP Kid teacher watches the video and then they score you, and then you move on from there. I personally did the recorded video because I was very nervous, so I felt like the recorded video would allow me a few chances if I messed up, so that way I could really get in the groove. Something else that's really important is you want to make sure that you practice. Practice. I know that practicing, it might seem silly, but it does really help. Okay? After you make it through step number 2, you move on to step number 3, which is the Certification Center and where you teach your mock class. In the Certification Center, you decide which levels you would like to certify for. There are 2 options. You can certify for levels 1 and 2, which are your beginners. They don't have a whole lot of knowledge in English. They are very young. They're normally anywhere from 4 to about 6 or 7 years old. So if you like working with younger students, maybe that's what you would like to be certified for when you first start. The other option would be to be certified for levels 4 and 5. These are your more advanced English learners. They are a little bit further through the program. They are more proficient in English. They can carry on conversations with you. They can read. These lessons are really fun if you like the older children and if you would like to teach children who are a little bit further along with their English proficiency. Those are your 2 options. After you choose which one you would like to go to, you look at all the materials, you look at the lesson that you are going to teach. They have a lot of things to read, videos for you to watch, to explain to you what they expect from their teachers when a teacher teaches a lesson. After you go through all those materials, you need to get your props together. I, of course, printed my props from the computer, and that's the props that I used. You could, I also use an iPad actually as a prop. I showed pictures on the iPad, and that was very helpful. You want to get all those things together and you want to practice. After you've practiced and you think that you're ready, you schedule your mock class. And this is where you will teach a live lesson to a VIP Kid teacher who is acting like a child that you are giving the lesson to. They will, of course, make mistakes. They will act like a child. Some of them might be silly, so you have to try to get their attention. They want to see how you would act with a child that was learning English for the first time. So after you go through that process and you pass, you can either move on to step number 4, or you can go back and certify for the other level, which would be level 4, or which would be the other level if it's 1 or 2 or 4 or 5, whichever one you didn't get certified for. I recommend that you do this. This makes you more marketable to get classes, because when you first start out, for some of us, like me, it was very difficult to get bookings. So if the more levels that you're certified for, the more likely you are to get bookings from parents. So after you get past step number 3, you move on to step number 4, which is background check and signing your contracts. VIP Kids sends you some paperwork, and you fill out the paperwork, you send it back to them. They complete a background check on you. Of course, they want to be sure that you are going to be a good employee. That's why they decide to do a background check. And then from there, after that comes back fine, then you sign your contract. Make sure that you read through your contract. It'll let you know how much you'll get paid per class. Each class is 25 minutes. And of course, VIP Kid gives you other incentives throughout the time where you can earn extra money. But be sure that you read through your contract, because there are some things that will, if you don't follow your contract, that VIP Kid might not decide to renew your contract for the next 6 months. Each contract is for a 6-month period. After you fill out all that paperwork and VIP Kid receives it, then you are able to open up slots to get bookings, which is very exciting. And then you're all set and you're ready to start teaching. So if you would like to apply for VIP Kid, you can use my link below, and you can create an account and apply. Start step number 1. If you've already created a VIP Kid account, you can use my referral code to allow me to be your coach as you go through this process of applying for VIP Kid. Also below is my email address. If you have any questions, or if you would like some more information, you can email me and I will help you through this process. Also, please like my video and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. Comment below and let me know what you would like to see videos on. I'm going to try to make more videos to help all of you out through this process. And I really hope that you decide to apply for VIP Kid, and I hope that you pick me to be your coach through this process.